Hey, you made it. In today's video, I'm going to be talking again about The Critical Drinker and another movie review that he's done without even watching the show. So this time we're talking about Agatha All Along, Who Was This Even Made For? And they got 1.2 million views, might I add, just purely from him reviewing a trailer and behind the scenes footage for the show. Now, I hate to say it, but this just isn't a review, and I don't understand why it's even content in the first place. It's just such a lazily done thing, and I don't understand. I don't care about your analysis for a trailer, okay? Like, a trailer is there just to show off what the show has to offer. Yeah, okay, you can pick it apart all you want, but I just feel like that's a waste of time. To judge the show entirely based on a trailer, and as a movie and TV show critic, how are you then giving a review for a show that hasn't even come out yet? At the time of him releasing that was just a trailer, the show hadn't even come out. And now the show has come out, I wouldn't say it's done particularly bad if we go to the ratings. It's got a 6.8 overall on IMDb, which I wouldn't say is particularly awful, using the Critical Drinkers thing against him with the user reviews for the boys. I'm going to go ahead and do that for this, so not to be hypocritical, but I'm going to talk about the reasons why. So a 6.8 for me, if I see a show, I tend to go to ratings first, and I'll look at the ratings and I'll then judge it based on that to see how the audience is dealing with it, engaging with it and whatever. If it's an 8, I'll probably watch it more often than not. If it's a 7 or like 6.5 to 7, I'll give it a watch if I'm interested in the topic. Now, the thing with this is it's got a 6.8 on IMDb, but the individual episode ratings are 7.5 and 7.2, which I think is actually quite decent. Like, those are okay ratings for how lower rated the overall show actually is, which makes me think people are just review bombing it without actually even watching it. To answer the question, who was this even made for? The answer is, not you, the Critical Drinker, not you. You're a white male in your 30s. This is not the target demographic of the show. It's a predominantly female-led show, so immediately, obviously, it's not your demographic, and neither is it mine. Like, I probably won't watch the show unless it gets reviewed really well, or it just looks interesting, which I'm not interested in anything in the MCU at the moment, and I watched the Deadpool Wolverine film, but since then, I haven't really watched anything par Guardians of the Galaxy 3 since, like, Avengers Endgame, so I'm not really interested in the MCU anymore. But that doesn't mean that I can't chime in when someone is just talking utter rubbish and makes a review of a trailer. You know that whole adage, never judge a book by its cover? I feel like that is very relevant here. Oh, I watched the trailer, it looks absolutely rubbish, don't bother watching the show, it's going to be terrible. I just don't get it. It just seems like a waste of time to me. I didn't really finish his video because I just think it was another load of pointless drivel about MCU and female-led casts. Like, yeah, they haven't done very well, I get that. Like, and strong female characters, in my opinion, unless they're well written, it just doesn't work. And the usual demographic, the usual target demographic for MCU is a male fan base for most TV shows and films. Don't get it twisted. I don't agree with it when you're just slating a film and a TV show just because it's female led. I think there are examples where the female lead and the writing for such can be done really well. Arcane is a prime example of that for animated anyway. But that's besides the point. The point is, if you're going to make a video like this, it just doesn't seem like you're actually a movie and TV show reviewer because you're just reviewing a trailer. I just don't understand how you can make that as a review and also get so many views from it. And then he'll probably review the first 3 episodes, say they're a load of rubbish, and just say, oh, female lad, blah, 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 and then get another million views because you guys just watch him. And I don't really understand why, but then I watch him as well just to see what stupid hot take he comes out with next. So... But some of the stuff he says I do agree with, but there's a lot of it I don't agree with, so it kind of leaves me in a bit of a grey area. But as for the rest of it, there is one channel, and probably some other channels that do this as well, that I agree with where they just watch the trailer and they do a breakdown, and that is the Canadian Lad. This is an example of someone who does something that actually has benefit in my opinion. And that is something like, I watched Marvel Rivals trailer at 0.25 times speed, here's what I found. And he just looks through all the Easter eggs and spends hours and hours traipsing through all of these trailers and films and stuff at lower speeds for MCU. That's brilliant in my opinion. If you're into the MCU and that's what you want to look at, this guy is perfect. And this is an example of content I think is a perfect use of the trailers. You're not making a review of the trailer, you're not saying the trailer looks absolutely awful, I hate everything about it, I hate the show already before it's even come out and you guys shouldn't watch it. You're just having a purpose. You're saying, these are all the spoilers I could find, or these are all the Easter eggs I could find, and that's great in my opinion. If you're going to do something about trailers, it should only be this. You like maybe a minute long thing saying, I don't think the trailer looks very good, but to make a full 7-minute video, no, I don't agree with that. But anyway, this has been a bit of a rant, so that's all I've got for you today. Go away now. Nah, I'm just kidding. If you made it to the end and you want to help the channel out, you can subscribe. That'll really help me a lot, just grow the channel, and you keep up to date with the sort of videos I'm going to release in the next couple of weeks. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.